good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You already know what this is. This is the Serpent Queen, episode 5, the first Regency. If you've been keeping up, man, episode 4 was kind of mediocre, but it was kind of worth watching them because they're starting to put the plot together. Everybody vying for position. The Catholics is stealing houses. The Protestants is trying to do the finesse thing. The queen trying to find love. The cousin is side chick of forever. And the king just running around doing what he doing. With that being said, though, they recap episode 4. The king sent some soldiers to the border to see what was going on with Rome, and they sent one of their heads back. This episode kick off, man. The queen and it get together, and the queen let it know that it's somebody plotting against her. One of the Marys, Mary, not the group, but the character, Mary, and all her Marys that she got around. It's the silliest thing ever that she named all of her servants Mary. So when you say Mary, I'm gonna let that go. That's her character, and that's what she got going on. And I ain't really in it yet because she haven't got any good enough for me to even talk about it. But from what the queen's saying, Mary plotting against her with somebody else that ain't came into play yet. But as soon as I find out who the lady is that Mary conspiring with, I'll let y'all know. So she telling it that she want it to go break in Mary's room and go look around and see if she can find some evidence. And you know how that be. You got to send somebody to do it for you, so you could throw the rock, but you hide your hand so it don't look like you the one that did it. If you get what I'm saying. So she's setting it up to go be a spy for her. Then they take a walk and she start telling another story. So the Roman emperor sent somebody head back to the king. So you know what time it is? Time to go to war. And you know when it's time to go to war, man, somebody got to get left in charge. So instead of leaving who he was supposed to leave in charge, one of the Protestants, he left the queen in charge. Told her he could trust her. He didn't really love her, but he could trust her to make sure that he was straight while he was gone. That make her the most powerful person in France at the time. You know, that's going to come back up later. But he put her in charge. He went to war. Who pop up? Side chick of forever. She went to war with him. I can't believe it. I'm talking about she went to war with the king. She left. The king rolled out. She rolled out with him. They get to the war while they dealing with the war stuff. The queen in control. So she tried to call a little meeting to see if everybody gonna show up to show her if she got that pull like that, and nobody showed. Man, they played that lady all the way to the left. So you know what she did? She went to go see him herself. And when she went to go see him, she started seeing that this was the game. They finna test her. The court is like that. Everybody stealing from everybody. Everybody vying for position. Everybody is trying to control something. And most of them want to be the king. So they playing that deadly game. But you know, back in that day, you had to play it with some sort of class. And I like that. I really like that part about it. I like that the treachery and all of that, man, is civil. If you get what I'm saying. So the king at war, he needs some money. The queen gonna try to pull up on everybody to try to put them some money together. They played her to the left. So she had an idea. She brought everybody that had something going on together so she can make her plea to everybody. And the Protestant dude who the Catholics took his house, he stepped up. He'll take care of whatever they need to make it make sense to get the king back home. He got it as long as he can have a conversation with the king. Because that's what's important, being able to talk to the king. Having the king means something back in that day. It's like being able to pull up on the man. And you know what I'm saying? If you could go talk to the plug, all the middlemen in the way don't mean nothing, man. Y'all cut y'all straight out the way. I get straight to the plug so I can have my little chit chat, man, get my price the way that I want to get it. That's just how I relate it. Like they playing chess and everybody got pawns and everybody got bishops and rooks and everybody moving their pieces because they all trying to win. Needless to say, man, he sent the paper and the king make it back home. But when the king make it back home, I ain't tell you this part. When the king was at war, the side chick talked him out of being in the front. Told him that you know what I'm saying, gave him the whole spiel on how she didn't want to lose him and what would happen to her if something happened to him. And he fell for it. I'm talking about he fell for it. So he sent this flunky to go do the business. So when they make it back, a little girl pull up to get the king his flowers for winning the war. The king like, man, I ain't win the war. Man, go on, get them flowers. You won that war. Dude was like, nah, I don't want them. The king like, man, it's that boy. He got up and left. After he leave, it come back up that the house that the Catholics took from the dude, they gave it to the king. The king offered it to his wife. She didn't take it. She told him that she had something else that she wanted him to do. And this is when things get tricky. So she granted the Protestant dude who got his house took an audience with the king. Now in this room is the king, the queen, the side chick, the Catholics, the Protestants, dude, and a few other people. And he speak his mind. And man, he spoke his mind. I'm talking about he let them know that everybody in the court trying to steal from him. And if they keep doing that, that eventually the people gonna turn on them and they gonna take this from them because they ain't no better than nobody else. And who speak up? The side chick. It's always the side chick, man. The side chick is always the one that open her mouth when she need to be quiet. But that's just what that is, and it come with the territory. I guess if you get a side chick, you the one that got to control her. And from the looks of things, the king is not controlling his side chick. So the side chick jump up and she blow dude down. I'm talking about tell him she should have him whooped and all type of stuff. And he set her straight. Finally, somebody in the kingdom let the side chick know that you ain't nothing but a mistress. You ain't nothing but a side chick. You supposed to be in the shadows. Why is you always in the front? I ain't tell you the side chick using gold. She a junkie at this point, but I got to see what else gonna happen because I don't really think gold is a narcotic, but I guess in this sense it is. So the lady juicing, and they done already told her if she used too much of this juice, she gonna start going crazy. And you could tell from her behavior while dude was talking that she even went on and lost her mind. So much so when dude was finished talking, she cut his throat, killed him right there in front of everybody. And what you think happened? Nothing. The king folded. He comforted her. The lady that just killed the man that made sure he won the war, she comforted her. He straight comforted that lady. I'm talking about, forgive me, he or she too in my mind. The king playing like a lady at this point, but he comforted the lady, his mistress, the side chick, for killing the dude that made sure he got home from the war, because he sent that paper. And then it started going downhill. The queen got to see it, and you kind of see her heart drop while she was watching this scene play out. So what she do? She tried to go run to the house that he offered her so she could go chill and lay back. Who you think answered the door? Yeah, I ain't got to tell you. Who you think answered the door? The side chick. That's who answered the door. The side chick. She done took the house. It's their summer home. The mistress took the house and the kid. I'm going to just let that go, right? I'm going to just let that go because I see that this is going to get even more interesting because the queen then decided that she going to go find the magician again and bring him back around. So you know something bad going to happen. You already know it. I don't know what it is or how it's going to happen, but you know something bad going to happen when the magician pull up because it's a sacrifice. Somebody, you got to trade something for something. And with dude, it's usually something bad. Somebody close to you, something that you really need. You lose it in the process. And I want to see what happens. Like I am here for it. I'm talking about the treachery, the backstabbing, the side picking. This everything a series need, right? Everything you need. They got guns, knives, everything. Just in the older version, right? The Serpent Queen jumping off. Episode 1, fire. 2, amazing. 3, talking about was right there. 4, it got mediocre, but you already know that a series always gonna have that little bland episode. And then 5. It's starting to kick off. The lady done caught a body, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Fast forward to the queen in present day telling the story to it, and it agreed that she gonna go do that little spying for her, that little snooping. So she sent it off to go look for what it was that she need to find, and the queen get with Mary, and she take a walk with them. While she with them, she send one of Mary's servants back to the house. You know what she did when she got there? She caught it. So in my mind, the queen set it up to get caught. Right? She had to because she sent her to go snoop, and then she sent somebody right behind. But I can't be certain, but we gonna see how it play out in episode 6. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer, but if you not watching the Serpent Queen on Stars, I swear for the Lord you need to. And I need to reach out to Stars to see if, you know what I'm saying, I can get a shout out or something for doing a review of this little series, because it's more than worth watching. I ain't really into TV, but now that I'm gonna start watching it, I'm gonna pick a series and I'm gonna break it down. So when I'm finished with this, I am gonna go back through it and play it all the way out, knowing what happened at the end in the beginning, the setup. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that way. Now, y'all have a good day and y'all be safe. Y'all know my motto, man. Enjoy the show or change the channel. And that is what it is. It's Serpent Queen, episode 5, first reaching. Whoo! Yes, I want to see what 6 like, because that's going to be that thing. Hey, now.